first. That's really loud. Peach Girl review! You can see all my stuff. Wait, there we go. The Peach Girl review. Welcome to the Peach Girl Super Pop Love Hurricane review. It's great! That's right, so we have a thing on my channel. You can redeem the Peach face. I drew that myself. You can redeem points to make me watch an episode of Peach Girl, and we had 3 redemptions in the previous stream, which means today's review is going to be a little long. It's going to be a super 3-episode special, which is kind of good, because with most shows you kind of need 3 episodes to get into it anyway, I find. Especially shows like this, so... I'm really not ready for this. Anyway, I'm gonna, like, skip through the intro and just, look, we'll have a different song. Wait, is that just put the outro on? Fuck off. There we go. Episode 1. Love Hurricane. So I'm basically just going to recap the events, and I made a couple notes while I was going through it. So this is the first thing I saw when the episode started. Get bent, you dirty old man. That's right. We get introduced to our first character, Momo. People think she's some kind of hard-nosed, sassy plaything because of her dark skin and light hair, but that's not Momo at all, as we'll find out. This is something I put on when there's a scene change, by the way, this thing here. So, the episode starts, and we're introduced kind of to Momo's friend Sai a little bit, who's like this kind of copycat. Like every time she wants something, like she wants to buy this bag, she's like, oh, I couldn't afford it, but then Sai goes and buys the bag because Momo wanted it, and that's the kind of girl she is, and I'm sure you all know where this is going. Yep, this is Momo. No, this is Sai. She copies everything. This is Toji. This is the object of Momo's affections. She wants to declare her love to him. This is clear, right? So what's next? So they're walking down the corridor, and she doesn't want Sai to know that she's into Toji or whatever at this point. So she just points at this random dude. She goes, oh no, I like that guy. And he's kind of popular around the school. This is Kairi. And so Sai immediately goes up and tries to steal your man, because that's what she does. Immediately. But he's like, he knows all about Sai. He knows what kind of girl she is already, because he was in the store when she was like, you know, copycatting. So he calls her out on it, and he's like, you look sickly and thin, and I prefer healthy looking girls, which I thought was pretty fucking savage, actually. So, you know, get wrecked. Suddenly I like you, even though you're still a far cry from Toji. So yeah, Kairi, right? So I think I spelled his name wrong, actually. It might be K-A-E, but anyway. I'm working with subs here, so give me a break. So now there's rumors going on about her, obviously, and she thinks it's Sai. The rumors about her and him, basically. And she thinks it's Sai naturally because, you know, they're good friends. And these 3 mean girls show up. And they got real mean faces. And they're like, hey, you're a bitch. You can't take our man. We're part of Kairi's entourage. And they take this pendant. A small detail, she gets this photo and it has Toji in it. And, like, you know, she likes it because it's got Toji in it. And they step all over it. And you're like, oh, shit, man. Didn't you? Bullying our Momo-chan. So, Momo gets mad. And starts beating the fucking hell out of these 3 bullies because, you know, no one steps on Momo and gets away with it, clearly. And this dude's here, and he's like, oh, I was enjoying watching you all fight, because he's actually a bit of a douchebag. And she punches him right in the face. There you go. This is one of my favourite scenes from the first episode. How is he? Oh, he's like squatting, I guess. But yeah, I like this. Because it shows that Momo is a strong, independent woman and she don't need no man. Except she does, because that's what this whole series is about. So why does this guy get all over Momo? Because they have a history that they've forgotten about. It turns out he was drowning in the sea once and Momo saved him. Wow. And he's like, oh yeah, your long hair on my face. I remember you gave me mouth to mouth. But then she's like, no, that was the lifeguard. Who also has long hair. And now he's like, uh-oh. He's having a bit of a crisis of identity, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Momo is extremely violent. I can't remember what he did at that point. He was being a dick. But then this happens, and he like forces a kiss on Momo, and she's like, "Oh no, you can't do that. That's like a sex offense." So he's being a dirtbag. Clearly, I made a note here, dirtbag. Gasp! Drama bomb! And then she's like shocked, and he's like, "Oh, is it that good?" And then she knees him in the cock. There you go, I made a note. This man is a sex offender, and this is what you should do to sex offenders. Knee them in the cock immediately, because it usually solves the problem. This is also an excellent shot. So yeah, Momo, bit of a thunderhead. You sex fiend! You pumpkin! Which I think is an insult in Japan, but it's what people call like young children over here. It's kind of the opposite. Fucking pumpkin! End scene! Oh, so where are we now? Oh, Toji sees her, and I guess he probably found out about the kiss or something. He's like cold shouldering her, and now she's all butthurt because of it. But this guy shows up again. It's like, these broad shoulders are promising, which is a really weird thing to say to someone anyway, I think. But, you know, that happened. Bruh, right? So Toji, like, confronts Kairi, and he's like, "Did you kiss Adachi? It's easy to get the wrong idea because of how she looks. Like we saw at the beginning, you know, foreshadowing. But she's not like those ditzy girls." So then he starts like playing up to it, and is like, "Oh, if you get mad about it, maybe I would like to go out with her really, instead of just playing around. Wouldn't you like to see what she's like under the uniform because of the dark skin and all that, you know?" But I guess he gets mad. He's like, "If you go near Adachi, I'll kick your ass!" And then he punches a fucking hole in the wall. I mean, that's great. Toji is a superhuman. This is what we're learning. So occasionally when we get a P, I get a curly bracket, so yeah, that's a fun thing. Please leave me alone. I already like someone else. He's still bothering her, and Toji's there, and he overhears it, and he overhears her saying how she likes him. Right? And then this is a flashback, which is like, I heard Momo just like girls with darker skin, and, you know, so she's been embarrassed to basically ask Toji out because she thinks that this is true, and he doesn't like girls like her with darker skin, but it's just Sai probably trying to steal your man! What a bitch. Anyway. No, he's like still in love with Momo, I guess, but he's still being a perv about it, so... Anyway, she gets this note from this guy, presumably, to meet him at the pool, but he also has a note, and he doesn't know where it came from, so I suspect this is Sai, who's trying to set them up so she can steal her man. Anyway, he drops a photo in the pool, and he gets to get it and drowns like a fucking idiot. Baka. And Momo has to save him again, because Momo is a hero to all. Look at this fucking dead pumpkin. She does call him a pumpkin again in this episode, but I don't know if I got a shot of it. So where are we going? She's learned a person's brain will become damaged in 4 minutes if it doesn't get any oxygen. So I'm assuming that last time he drowned, that probably happened. But because Momo's a hero, she does the mouth to mouth, and then Sai leads him up, and they're like, "Oh, look, she's kissing him again right in front of you, Toji." La 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 la. But actually, she's just saving his life. But luckily, Toji's not an idiot, and he sees that, and he's like, "Oh, no. She's just doing like necessary medical things." So there's a nurse here. Side shot. New scene. She's like, nice call, you did the right thing. And then he's being a perv, and then she smacks him in the head because all good nurses are violent towards their patients. Toji saw me giving artificial respiration to him. I overheard you and he were talking about yesterday, Dachi. Uh-oh. What's going on here? I don't dislike girls with dark skin. And I like you too, Adachi. So now, already in episode 1, not racist, yeah, I know, right? It's more of a tanning salon thing. Yeah, they look like fake tan girls, like playgirls sort of thing, you know. End first episode. Right, that was a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but we've got 2 more of these to go, so... Episode 1. So, right, we've established our characters, we know who they are, and we know exactly what they're like. You know, Toji's not an idiot. Momo's just trying to do her thing, she's just trying to be in love, she's a good person, you know, she saves people, and she's also, like, a martial arts expert. Sai's a horrible bitch, and Kairi is not the worst in the world, but he is a bit of a perv. A lot of a perv. So anyway, Sai, please. Episode 2, Trap Kiss. I actually ended up taking more and more screenshots as we go, so I'm going to kind of rush through it a little bit more. There was a lot of dialogue. So yeah, this is the start. See, I'm got darker skin than you. And he's like, I don't like girls that go to tanning salons. But you're another story. I guess she just tans easily. And then she's like, yay, I'm happy now. So that's Sai's she's very catty, as you'll see in a few shots. Shema, but that Momo's steal her mine, even though it's not her mine. She just wants him because Momo does. I was so concerned about my dark skin up until yesterday. He's still a sex offender. Here he is. Carrie's back. You saved me again. And I should have just let you sing. It's pretty savage. So, you know, he's just fooling around and it's always bad. And then, uh-oh, Toji shows up. Drama bomb! And he's like, no. You know what he said? He's going to kick your ass if you fuck around. So, I guess the only reason he isn't is because that guy nearly died. Yeah, so I think the reason I took this one is because every now and then there's a really particularly bad bit of anatomy going on. So what do we got? I've really become Toji's girlfriend. Yay! Good for Momo. I knew she was just playing around with Kairi. Those are those bitch girls. Obviously, rumors are starting to spread around again. So she has to talk to her. She's like, we have to keep it a secret because, you know, they'll be mean to us. And you have to keep it a secret from Sai. Did I make a note here about them being good friends somewhere? So there she is. Oh yeah, look, she's bought this brooch that Momo liked but didn't buy because she's a bitch. If Sai ever finds out, you can bet she'll try breaking us up. So this dude, side point, this dude tries asking Sai out, but she's already mad about Toji. And there's some fucking savage put down here. It's like, hey, you want to go to this movie? Check a mirror and guess again, you Cro-Magnon! Savage! What a put down. Cro-Magnon. Unbelievable. Right, okay. Why is that dark-skinned girl so popular? Racist. Anyway. Oh, look, and they go on a date and they're all happy. That's great. They're having a great time together. So, oh, you may know what's coming here. I suppose I didn't hide that very well. So Sai shows up and she's like, oh, I'm seeing this boy and it's really hard. I fought back and managed to get away safely because he tried to force a kiss on me. Only after a week, you know, he's toying with you. He's like a playboy. It's Toji. If he comes after me again, I think he's going to get all the way through. I don't want to know what that means. And she's like, what? Toji's seeing Sai? Oh no! It was all a lie. Which is why this says bitch all the way along. Because Sai's a fucking bitch. Oh no, really? This is happening? So yeah, they're like getting food or something and she can't stop thinking about it. But look what she finds in Toji's wallet. Okay, yeah, short thing, like Toji's like, pay for this, I'll get a table, and he fucks off and she finds the pin that Sai had in Toji's wallet. Drama bomb! Goddamn, what a goddamn bitch. Anyway, hang on, okay, yeah, Adachi's like, no, don't want to be with you, and runs away, because Sai's machinations are causing drama in her life, and for no reason. Again, confronted, won't talk to him, but then, uh-oh, look who shows up to save the day. Hey, I'll console you. This hoe, right? Anyway, this dude shows up, but she's actually really genuinely upset. Look, sad Momo. And this guy doesn't know what to do, so... Yeah, so they're like talking about Momo, and she basically convinces him that by doing the mouth to mouth, she thought she'd hurt him, and he should just kiss her. You know, like she was saying before, after only a week, that he was like a playboy and all he wanted to do was kiss the girls. So now she's convincing him, and she's like, hey, you should just straight up do that. Hey, practice on me. It's all for Momo's sake. Turns out he's never kissed a girl before, so that's like a side point. She is a demon. Just crying isn't going to do anything. But look, she finds them in the act. I guess in the act of Sai being a bitch. Oh no! Bruh. He's stupid if he let her do that. He is. Momo, under the circumstances, how about switching over to me? What an asshole. Which is why he gets elbowed in the face, which is good. Momo still being violent. That's a good character trait. And she's beating him up, but out of like anger. She's just taking it out on him. It's not really his fault. So he's being good now. He's being a good person now, and he's like, I'll comfort you. But then he tries to pull this shit again. So once again, Momo's still extremely violent. What do we got? It's so cute when you cry. That's a weird thing to say. So she convinces herself that it's all Sai's fault, and as it rightfully is. Toji's not an animal like you are. It was probably Sai being a cow. She's not wrong. She knows exactly what her tricks are like. So yeah, she's like, Sai doesn't think I can speak out. Yeah, okay, so she's figured it out. She's figured out Sai's game. So she confronts her in the bathroom. She's like, don't go near him. He's mine. Blah blah blah. Looks like you forced him. And then she's like, oh, Momo has the upper hand. But now it's like, oh, I wonder if that's how badly he wanted to get kissed. Oh, I wonder if he thought that with you he could get a kiss right away, because, you know, Sai's turned it around because she's a horrible bitch and made it look like Toji's just like a playboy. Wait for me poolside, says Momo, and this is Sai, again, being a horrible bitch. You activated my trap card. Indeed. So naturally she tells Toji that they changed the meeting place so that he wouldn't show up. This guy just happens to be here. So he shows up while Momo's just sitting around. And then he was actually being serious here, not being JP, because I think he's turned around to the idea. That's so great about me. Why, you're promising broad shoulders, of course. Good. Zoe sure changed. Yeah, this is the Peach Girl review. I'm doing this at the start, but I couldn't be asked changing the ticker. The fucking shoulders, he's into that, I guess. So, yeah, Sai's made him go over here. Yep. It's another one of these scenes. Obviously, she's orchestrated all this, so she's like, hey, look, it's Sai hanging out with that other dude. Hi, Mostrom, as well, by the way. It was a lot more fun being with the other guy. Fucking bitch. Unbelievable. So yeah, this is Toji now. He's here. And all that shit that Sai's been saying, you know, poisoning the waterhole, is all coming to fruition. No! And she's like, no, I won't let you. End episode 2. Okay. So, basically episode 2 is the one where Sai connives to make everything go wrong for no other reason that she's an absolute unbelievable bitch. And that brings us to the last Peach Girl review of today, which is episode 3. You'd go that far, Super Sai. Sai seems like a dang hoe bag. Sai is just a bitch. She only wants to ruin Momo's relationship with Toji because she's in a relationship with Toji now. She's just like, hey, Momo has that thing, I want that thing. And that's the kind of girl she is. He wouldn't. So yeah, recap. Also, be sure to sit away from the TV in a well-lit room when watching anime. Do you think she'll 180 by the end? No, I think Sai's going to be an absolute bitch. I think she's irredeemable. But I can't wait to find out. Wait, this is Momo-chan's... Is that... What was that? Is that... I think that was Momo rushing away. I don't remember. Oh, she probably hates me. And then Sai's like, opportunity. Good. This is all working to plan. So Momo nearly gets hit by a bus because apparently breaking it with a boyfriend is so bad that she could basically just die at this point. It's phasing into another realm. Shouldn't you be happy? That puts him on the same level as you. Because she still thinks this guy's a nasty perv playboy. Look, plasters. Well, it could have been worse, I guess. The bus gave her a forehead boo-boo, indeed. Does he think I'm a playgirl and he can just fool around? We're important. Are your feelings right, Momo-chan? You just kind of have a point. I just didn't screen you the rest of the conversation. Yeah, he's being good here. He's like a good character here. This is his 180 into being the guy that I like actually the most in this show, because Toji's just a goofball. Guys all have ulterior motives to one extent or another. Right, so this is why I made that note. It does sound bad, but there's more to it. But he does basically have a point. Even he is capable of saying something decent. Maybe I should start thinking a little more highly of him. Anyway, Momo goes to the window and Toji's just stood outside. Like you do. Feeding her dog. I thought this was good. So he's been waiting outside all day just so he can talk to Momo, and he's like, oh no, all of this is really bad, and I don't know, I'm sorry. And then obviously Momo's still confused, but I think she's coming around to the idea that actually all of this was Sai's doing again. So then this happened. I just want you to take this image in for a minute. What happened to her hair? Oh, she put it up because she was in the bath. It's wet. I'm more concerned about what happened to her neck. And why her head is so small. Anyway. She found the thing, the pendant, and it's like... And he didn't know it was there, obviously, because it was Sai. So he's like, what's this? And then she's like, crocodile tears. Oh, right, here we go. I only did it because I was thinking of Momo. Yeah, fuck off. No, you weren't. Unbelievable cow. She doesn't know when to quit. Don't talk to her anymore. Everything she says is a lie. She's your friend, right? My friend, don't go joke around. There's no way I should be seeing that other dude too, right? Or him. That's Sai, isn't it? Everything up to now has been one of Sai's big lies. Sai's big lies. I like the way that rolls off the tongue. So. She's like, I told him to go to make you guys make up because I wanted you to be together. And then she's like the Emperor Palpatine at this point. Just break her chin. Yeah, right? So she's like Emperor Palpatine at this point. She's like, I told him to go and help you. And she's like, no, I must not listen to the dark side. It's all lies. I'll play right into her hands. And then she starts being a cow about it. Toji's lips are sure a lot softer than I thought they'd be. Move, you're in the way of my cleaning. Jostles the broom. Overactor over here, like, falls over and knocks the table, and she's like, oh, Momo beat me up. Oh my god. And so, you know, everyone blame Momo. Fuck's sake. I know, what an absolutely unbelievable bitch. I can't believe how much of a bitch that is. So, like, the whole class is now like, Momo's mean, she beats people up. Oh my god. Let's take the side of the infirmary. And so she's, like, got a fake limp on. There you go. I made a note here. I'd had a few drinks at this point. Wait, this frame? Sly fake being knocked down. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, let's just retcon that. There you go. Actually, that's a note. That's perfect. So yeah, Sly's being a cow, and she's faking the limp because she's a bitch. And Momo is like, you're not even her at all, are you? Don't let her fool you, Toji. She'll do anything to get what she wants. Why do you always have to copy people? And then he's like, he thinks she's just mad about the kiss, and Sly's gotten into his head and made him believe that she genuinely is concerned, but she's just a big liar. And he's like, I've misjudged you, Adachi. Oh my god. You cow. Oh, that's a really good... another catty image of Sly. Well, you believe me, you idiot. I'll tell him everything about Sai, otherwise I'll just be a selfish, monopolizingly, brazenly violent girl to him. I mean, she is brazenly violent, we know that. It's not entirely a lie. Okay, so this like obviously needs the setup of this screenshot. I kind of went without it for a while, but it all kind of pans out in a fun way. Give up on Toji, he's a lost cause. I'm with you, man. He is a lost cause. So yeah, he's sick, which means he doesn't show up to school. Or rather, no, she calls him to tell him all about Sai, but he's like, I'm really not feeling it right now because I'm about to shit myself, basically. It's not that I'm angry about the kiss. So yeah, he's like, I've got to go. So Momo's all upset because she thinks he's mad at him, but actually he's just like, you know, shitting himself. Toji out here trusting a girl who says, practice kissing with me, right, bruh? Absent today. Toji's absent because he's ill, and Adachi's absent for some other reason. So he actually has appendicitis. What do you know? Opportunity strikes for Sai, and she's like, oh yeah, go give your notes to him. So she sends this paper around, which is obviously a horrible rumor about Momo. What's going on? Everyone's ignoring her. Blah, blah, blah. Isn't she awful? Yeah, everyone's talking about her behind her back. The Angie. Meanwhile, Sai goes to the hospital. I invited Momo-chan to come with me, but no, you fucking didn't, you bitch. This is the note I made last night. Momo gave him appendicitis. Was that the rumor? I got a phone call from Adachi yesterday, and I have a feeling that I hung up on her rather harshly. Tell her that I'm sorry. Yeah, like she's gonna do that. Fuck off. And now she's just like cleaning, I don't know, doing some makeup and saying all these words. Like a fucking supervillain would say. And they're all like Asa words about, I guess, her own personality. Why don't you turn it into that aha video on that one frame? I don't know, my VLC had, like, got appendicitis, I guess. I just want to know why he's staying home. So she's trying to find out where Toji is, because she doesn't know he's in the hospital. Ow, it hurts my stomach when I laugh. Oh yeah, she gives him a card signed by everyone except Momo, because she obviously hasn't told Momo about it. I invited her to come with me again today too. Oh, you didn't, you bitch. This is definitely the only true thing that Sai has said this whole series. So anyway, these guys are hanging out on the stairs again. It's like everyone's like being a cow. What? He's like, well, you can come to my room if you want, just like, you know, could get away from it all. And then Momo falls down the stairs and almost murders this dude again. The scene of her in the mirror might have been her practicing fake crying. She's like, no, she's like sneering. She's like, I'm so clever, I'm so conniving, I'm so evil. She's basically doing that. Like, she relishes this. So, yeah. She's like, sorry, didn't mean to kill you. But he's like, yeah, you did. Even if you are a legend above beyond any hope, I still wouldn't push you down the stairs. Because Momo's a hero. We know this. Where's that thing? Where's Momo? Yeah, look. Momo is a hero to all. So anyway, we're back. Hug. And then obviously the mean girls see that at the worst possible time. And it's... Look who it is! Queen bitch herself. The biggest villain in anime, Sai-chan. I heard you tried to steal her best friend's boyfriend away. Oh, this is them talking about Momo, so that's the rumor that was spreading. That Sai spread. She basically did all of this, and then said that Momo was doing it. At this point... Yeah. I am so angry about Sai, you fucking absolute cow, is the note I made at this point in the episode, and I stand by it. Anyway, this is where Momo finds out about Toji. It sounds like Sai-chan did some maneuvering behind the scenes. You're damn right she did. The story is that Toji is Sai-chan's boyfriend, and that you were trying to steal him away from her. Oh my god. Yeah, I will listen to you badmouth Sai him. Toji's a lost cause. Why that little? And then Momo goes Super Saiyan. That rotten Sai. And that is the end of episode 3, and it marks the end of today's first ever Peach Girl review. It's great! Wow. So listen, let me tell you what I feel about Peach Girl right now. I got really into it in that third episode, probably because I was quite drunk, but oh my god, what a bitch. I just feel really bad for Momo the whole way through it. So, next time we do one of these, maybe it'll be less. It'll be a few less... Wait, what am I saying? It won't be as long because we'll probably have less episodes, but yeah, we got through it, and I hope you like the format. I'm just trying to lay it out. I might try and take less screenshots because it's getting like this, but really all of the dialogue was kind of meaningful, which is something I didn't expect from a show like this. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I look forward to episode 4. Sometimes folks just be bitches for no heckin' reason. My favourite moment so far has just been this, I think. Format is good, means you don't have to watch it. Yeah, perfect. That's what I was hoping for. And yeah, just the number of times I've had to write bitch. You know, when I got the first 2 in, I was like, I'm not gonna call Sai a bitch, right? Not at first, because I think that's quite a strong word, and it's obviously it's like it's one of those, it's like a gender specific insult, and I'm like, I want to be fair, but she's being an absolute bitch. But anyway, yeah, that was it. That was the Peach Girl review. And next time we have one of these, we'll highlight them both, and, you know, by the end of it, we'll have a full thing. So anyway, without further ado, it's time we get to the actual meat of today's stream. Episode 4, Momo asks Sai if she wants to practice taking uppercuts to the chin. I would love that. I want to see Momo in, like, Hajime no Ippo doing the Dempsey roll on Sai's face. Right. Also, that was sponsored by the Peach Girl original soundtrack, which, as I'm sure you'll agree, is actually pretty dope. Anyhow, Mum will get a peach fruit roll up instead of Dempsey roll. Oh man, I want a fruit roll up. Right.